In this video, I'm going to show you how to hip hinge. Knowing how to hip hinge is crucial if you want to be able to do Romanian deadlifts, sumo deadlifts, kettlebell swings, Olympic lifts. The list goes on and on. But in order to be able to do these movements and to feel them in the right places, to feel them in the hamstrings, to feel them in the glutes, you need to know how to hip hinge properly. When you're doing this movement, you want to pretend something is around your hips, pulling them back to the wall. And I'll show you what this looks like. So say you have a string, pretend there's a string or a band around your hips and they're being pulled backwards, just like that. Now when you're hinging forward, you should really feel this in your hamstrings and your glutes. You should really feel those muscles activate when you're in this position. When you're going into the hinge, I also want you to remember to keep your back neutral. So refrain from bending over like this, but really keep that back flat, keep it neutral, and come down like this. In addition to keeping a neutral spine, a neutral back, when you're going into this hinge, I want you to think of keeping those shoulders down and your back squeezed as if you're trying to squeeze a pencil or keep something in between those shoulder blades. So I want you to think of that when you're coming down. Back squeezed, shoulder blades down, and then you come into that hinge, keeping the neutral spine and remembering to keep that butt pressing towards the wall. Now I want to show you what a hip hinge is not. A hip hinge is not just bending forward at the torso and coming back up. It is also not coming into a squat and coming back up. There is going to be a little bit of a knee bend as you go down into the hip hinge, just like this, but it's not going to be as extreme as it would be in a squat like that. So remember, the things you need to know in order to do this movement well, in order to hip hinge well, is 1, pretend there's a rope or a band around your hips, pulling them back towards the wall. Number 2, keep a neutral spine, refrain from hunching over, hunching that back when you're going into the hinge. Number 3, keep those shoulder blades down. And number 4, keep that back retracted. Pretend you're squeezing something in between that back and keep that back squeezed. I hope this video is helpful for you. If you liked this video, I would love it if you gave it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button and I'll be coming out with more and more fitness content just like this very soon.